So dive right in. Hollywood Hills and suburban thrills. Hey you, who are you kidding? I'm not like them, I won't buy in. Hollywood Hills and suburban thrills. Hey you, who are you kidding? Don't quit till 47. Then we'll turn it up and we'll play a little faster. Take back everything you ever said. You never meant a word of it. You never did. Take back everything you said. You never meant a word of it. You never did, she said. Alright, slow down. Oh no, we won't. 'Cause I regret everything that
I'm the Sacred Cow and you're watching STV.
I am Alexander Martinez, and this is my segment, Tales from History. So in my last segment, I talked about how the prehistory, the lead up to America, or slash the colonies being founded. And I'm continuing on from there. So the first sort of colonizers of America were Puritans, which were English Protestants who were facing persecution in England. The Catholic Church, Catholicism at this time, was very powerful and was a part of all over Europe. And the Catholic Church didn't really like separators or people religiously different. The Crusades were before this, and that's an interesting part of history as well, the Crusades, the reasoning behind them and everything. But the Puritans came to escape this religious persecution and find religious freedom. And 1607 was Jamestown being founded, and the Puritans were there before that. But it was the first successful English colony, funded by the government. People came over not only for religious freedom, but also for opportunity to expand because of the famine and generally just terrible conditions in Europe at the time. And they came seeking opportunity, and they didn't really care about the cost. Many of them signed contracts for indentured servitude. And basically that meant that they would be taken across to the colonies, to America, but they would be in the service of whatever person was sponsoring them, because it costed money to ship these people from Britain to America, hiring sailors and everything and ships to do it, because it's a dangerous journey. You're not gonna just do it for free, especially if you could get lost at any point. So they signed contracts of indentured servitude, which was a lot like slavery or slaves, but they had more of a chance of economic opportunity, and there was some restriction on what could happen to them, but they still found ways to extend their contract and make them indentured for longer. But they came seeking economic opportunity, and they found it, spread out from just one singular colony to 13 colonies, everywhere from before the Appalachian Mountains. And the reason was the French and Indian War and other sort of wars before that with France. England and France were the major controlling powers at the time. At this time, major empires. The Empire of Francia, which controlled Aquitaine as well, and versus the Empire of Britannia, which controlled all of Britain, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. And they were competing against each other for this new colony in America. And what actually caused the American Revolution was taxes. no taxation without representation, and that came from the wars with France, the French and Indian War and other wars, causing this massive debt in Britain to fight these wars. And that led to the American Revolution because it wanted to heavily tax America and exclusively the colonies, and the colonies didn't like that, and this rebellion led to the American Revolution, which has its own interesting tales, which will come up in the next segment, I guess. American history is quite extensive, and I'm doing a brief overview. So see you in the next episode of Tales from History.
I'm Major Smith of the Entrepreneur Leadership Military Academy. I'm the magnet coordinator for the Entrepreneur and Leadership Military Academy. It's our magnet program for Hollywood Hills High School. Primarily, our objective at the academy is to have students introduced into college level classes, to also interact in the school in various ways by joining different organizations and groups. I personally have 3 groups that I oversee. That's 5,000 Mentors, MTL, Mentoring Tomorrow's Leaders, and I'm also the SAC chair for the school. So my primary objective is to interact with students and give them an opportunity to prepare themselves for a post-educational relationship in school. So what does that mean? Basically, it's simply to get kids ready for college. That's what I'm here to do. I take a whole bunch of pride in making sure that that happens. Students pretty much know that I'm available to them whenever they need they're in different situations. If they have college questions, if they have questions related to school activities, I'm there for them. My office is located in the 900 building on the first floor. If there's anything you would ever need, feel free to stop by my office. My email address is Reginald, REGINALD .Smith, SMITH, at BrowardSchools.com. Again, I'm on the first floor in the military building. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you, and thank you for the opportunity.